Hello, hello, hello. L'chaim, those who are watching on record, the people who are coming live won't get to see this little introduction, but God bless you guys, man. Keep doing the work you're doing. Just keep going, man. Don't stop. We got this. The AI, man, we got them confused. They don't know which end is up right now. They're trying all the old plans. They don't have creativity the way we do, and they're losing it, man. So just keep at it. Hey guys, hey Ruth, hey Tony, Steve. Yeah, I was talking to the peeps that will be coming, hitting the record later. Infinite One, Friday, man. Fryday. I see the stock market is kind of like it's a little cautious today. I thought it was going to be everything. The white hats are so clever, man. Let's face it. They're 1,000 steps ahead of us. They did their work already on Wednesday and Thursday. They don't need to beat a dead horse. I mean, so to speak. That's kind of a gruesome way of expressing it, but they the banks are just like, I mean, come on, man. I'm thinking back to 2008 with the big bailouts and when they stole the economy once and for all. I mean, it's not going to happen this time, man. The military is in control. So the dudes can gnash their teeth and all this good stuff. But at the end of the day, man, the money's coming back to the peeps. Beautiful day in Rhode Island. Oh, Cindy, I love Rhode Island. We used to stop at Watch Hill on our way to, I don't know where we were going, probably Cape Cod when we were kids. And there was an old merry-go-round there. I don't know if it's still there, but you go around and you grab the ring from the. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Rhode Island's beautiful, and the sailors. A lot of good sailors come from Rhode Island because it's a sailing place, kind of like. Gila, if you're there, I don't know if Gila's on. She's probably not on right now, but if you are there, I do want the trimaran, man. I do want the trimaran. I don't want like a totally electronic boat. That's not fun. You want to sail, man. You want to feel the ocean. You want to feel like you don't want to be totally motorized. Although, well, I don't know if Gila's here, but although the seat thing, okay, maybe electronic seats, but namaste, man. Hey, Khana. What's the chances we're here, Intel or Life Stories? I think it could go either way. I mean, whatever you guys want. There's so much Intel pouring out right now. Whatever you guys want. I mean, I used to be able to do votes, but we'll probably do both. But I mean, I think the Intel is powerful, and I would like to see. I would like to look at. I looked at the Intel a little bit. It's really, I mean, the Intel is in a place. It's Friday. Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday too, man. Good Shabbos. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's I need Shabbos. My brain, I'm suffering from getting like a decent night's sleep. I did this 2 days in a row, and like my mind is not used to like being like, I got 2 nights of good sleep in a row, and my mind is just completely wrecked. It's like I'm just not used to it. Had great intel. Yeah, Santa Surfer, she's great. There's a lot of great intel going on right now, but I mean, it's, I waver back, but right now, since I've been through it, and a lot of us on the channel have been through Watergate. This is just Watergate on steroids, man. I mean, so it's like, what was that? 80% of the election candidates I know wanted for governor. Yeah, I'm sure she has great intel. She's always good. But the point is, we're coming into the beginning of like a Watergate type situation, meaning that Congress is on it, man, and these people are going down, and they're going to go down hard, and they're going to get deeper and deeper into the muck, and eventually the deep state will be completely cleaned out. I mean, this is going to be, I don't, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, nobody knows the timing, but I think that this has to play out to a large degree, that we have to go through this like player by player, whistleblowers, and talking about this. And then we're going to get to this level. And then we're going to find out about the medical situation. It's the title of the video. Because that was from that last night. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Let's just call it Friday. Friday, Friday at the beach. Call it Friday at the beach. How about that? Is that better? Friday at the beach. All right. Yeah. I don't know if you guys think of a better title, I'll put it up. Right. Yes, absolutely. This is exactly what. Yeah, that's exactly right. Um, yes, it's going to be huge because Watergate was not really a real deal situation. It was just that Richard Nixon wanted to rat out the bad guys, and they took him out before he could do that. That's all that was about. I totally was. I had no idea. Dubai, yeah. Charlie Ward. Good. Hey, Mio. Remember, everybody subscribe to Mio's channel and the show more below. She is like the most charming, artistic human being probably in the universe. I mean, she's a combination of Rembrandt and Picasso and mm, I don't know who else to put in there, like kind of like Nikolai Tesla, maybe. But I'm not a crook. Uh, please, Intel, please get to hit some people have things to do. Yeah, I'm doing Intel. This is Intel. I'm sorry. I will. Yeah, you guys want Intel? All right, I'll do Intel. All right, let's do Intel. Fine. Let's see. Let me just. Okay, let me put this up. And Intel. Where's Intel? Okay, here we go. Okay, we got Intel now. And okay, I saw an excellent video from the creator of the Terminator and Matrix and the Matrix. A woman wrote both, and she was saying how, you know, how it is, what the story really is. It's AI against humanity. That's the basic. That's the basic. It's the blue pill, the ink against the red pill, blood, right? And which pill are we going to take? Still laying in bed? Good for you, Debbie, man. I'm very jealous. I have not been able to. I mean, I got like 7 hours of sleep 2 nights in a row. That is huge for me. I can't even remember the last time I slept 7 hours. And my consciousness is like I don't know who I am today. It's like I'm rested and I'm like completely like I'm used to be I think I'm living. I like living on the edge. Hunter is an artist. Yeah, Chadwick. Okay, so let me do some intel for the peeps that want intel. U.S. banks are collapsing at an incredible speed. Okay, so that's a very important consideration because in 2008 they also collapsed, but they were bailed out by their buddies, the banksters and the government. They were all in cahoots and they bailed out each other and everything was kumbaya and Mr. BO got to be the big hero. Everybody knew it was a sham. Debbie is pouring here. It would be good. Kathy, where are you, Kathy? I'm going to take off just so, see how you like. If I take off is that a problem for you guys? Yeah, it's going so fast. Yes, I also get confused. That's why too much input is a little bit could be a little bit scary. No, no, you don't have to worry, Lonnie. They're going to be white hat centers. They're going to be distribution centers for the good guys. That's what they're going to do with them. You don't have to worry about the end of the world. Not no one should be still thinking about that kind of thing. It's just not happening. When I was young, the old always said time speeds up as you get older. I feel like time is actually speeding up. Yes, no, 100%. It's like lightning now. I don't know if it's because I'm older or not. I think it's because I love what I do so much. I'm just enjoying life so much that there's not like during at any particular moment there are like 50 different things I want to do in every moment. So like it's instead of it's like, oh, what am I going to do now? It's like which of those 50 things that will I choose to do now? um the chat down. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Tanya, for letting me be aware of that. Okay, so I didn't know if you guys wanted that or not. It's much easier for me without it at this point, and also it's easier to pin things. Uh let me um, let me pin that. That's okay. The bailout, they gave us the money. Yeah, it was, yeah, nonsense. Okay, so anyway, on this day in history, March 10th, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell made his first call. Can I see? Oh yeah, handsome guy. All right, all right. Now, I there's a gene decode video on, and there's a picture of There's a picture of Mr. Mr. Trump. It's Friday. Okay, so they're saying it's Friday, man. Should I change the title? Let's see. No, I did have it Friday. Okay, so it's Friday, and there's a picture of Mr. T dancing. Um, FCB decode, rapid fire Q and answer. Okay, so he's cool, man. I like him. I mean, I don't know if you've seen FCCB decodes. His decodes are good. Again, I can't, it's to me, it's irrelevant. I mean, to me, it's all about ascension. I mean, the details of how this is going to unfold. Tanya, honey, do you agree with me on that? Like at some point, the details of how this is unfolding is tedious to me. It's like I know it's happening, man. I mean, and um, food also, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's like to get up on a small day and then bed. It's like I get up to do a small day and then bed, and then yeah, but somebody was writing me today. It was my friends, yeah, the mule and other injuries. Um, Karen Schupp wrote me and thanked me for mentioning her book. It's in the show more and all the nice things they do. But she and her husband are gonna start a YouTube channel, man. If you're bored, start a YouTube channel. The word has to get out. I can't be the only one. It's like there are people that will listen to you. They won't listen to me, but they'll listen to you. I mean, there are peeps out there, man. Everybody needs to be. We the more people we can bring on board, the better. Gold and silver still low. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. It'll pick up. Yeah, it's okay. It's a good buying opportunity. If this is a great time to buy. I wish I had a couple $1,000s right now. I would buy some XLM. I would buy some silver, whatever. I mean, but when the market goes down, that's the time to buy. It's great prices right now, bargain prices. I mean, don't complain. It's great. It's a great thing. Um, Snowing styrofoam balls. Okay, I heard boom boom on March 15th. Who will be the first rest? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to me, like what's going on in Congress is good enough for me right now. This is like right, a whale show of the bad guys getting what they deserve, man. They're being called out. They're being called to the rug. They did some dastardly things with our constitution. They denied us the right to speak. I mean, I got my channel removed 5 times. My friend from Nepal, he says, he's told me, he said, Ellie, he said, time is on your side. So I don't really know exactly what he meant by that, but it could be that, like, if we can just, last a little longer on this platform. I mean, YouTube, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you took me down for, whatever. Anyway, I don't get into it, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, everybody and everyone should be doing, doing whatever they can, whatever it is. Don't worry about the delete strip. Just worry about yourself, man. Just stay focus on yourself. And Epic Times says Gilligan's Island, right? Yeah, we all just got to stay focused and keep going, man. Just keep moving forward. Build your little fort. If you can buy a few couple silver coins right now when the money's cheap, listen. Those elites aren't going to be here, but you will be. So you can use the energy from the elites, from them forcing the money down. I don't think it's the elites that are in control. I think it's the white hats. The white hats are telling everyone, pick up some things, man. If you got some dough, man, buy some silver. Yeah, it's a buy. Just buy one coin. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. I agree, Dirk. 100%. After sun, aloe vera. Need a script for CBD oil. Need a script for TR. Silver's a buy. Yeah. Fingers crossed for Tucker Carlson. I hope he keeps. Yeah, apparently he slowed up last night, but you know what? He already did his job, man. Everybody knows, and it's going to be done by other folks. It doesn't matter who does it. Okay, anyway, we got this. All right, so let's go. So decode just in: U.S. believes Russia is trying to incite an insurrection against the government in Moldova. The U.S. What do they? Where do they get off calling the deep state the U.S.? But that's why it is. Kevin McCarthy vows to release all 44,000 hours of the footage to the public on Wednesday. On Wednesday, man. I mean, that is like, isn't that enough intel? 44,000 hours of what actually happened. That's going to completely destroy the deep state. That's going to completely destroy their credibility. That's going to wake up millions of people. Millions of people are going to go, what? You mean it wasn't true? I can't believe it. So that's huge, man. Jobs report incoming. While we're sleeping Thursday night to Friday morning, there were lots of military up. Kuwait. Okay. Maggie Haberman throws gallons of cold water on Trump indictment news. In other words, she's probably saying it's not going anywhere. Like all their other stupid things that they did, it's not going anywhere. So, and Maggie Haberman might have been gotten to already. They probably took her down. Remember, Mr. 17 made her an offer that years ago, said, Maggie, you could still get off the train, and we'll, but I don't know if she did it or not. I don't know. So, and Steve Bannon is saying you are seeing the collapse of the neoliberal neocon global order. I would say, I wouldn't call it that. I would say this is a biblical experience where I mean, yes, no, I mean, I totally agree with Steve Bannon, but I would say it's like, this is the end of Moilech. This is the end of the Satan. This is the end of the reptiles. This is the end of the Greys. This is the end of the Orions, or whoever these fiends are, man. This is the end of time. This is the beginning of the new era. Just in bank panic, First Republic Bank shares crash to record 37%. 37% at open. The banks are going down. Silver is up. Gold is up. Massive crash of banks is happening. Was this from yesterday or today? Oh, this is a great tip. I'm going to put this on the Intel channels. This is from the person who wrote the Terminator, and this is an amazing post. I'll even put it. I'll even send it to Gila. Gila's cooking now for Shabbos, so she's busy. We don't want to interrupt her. She loves. She's a very good cook, and she works very hard on Shabbos morning. Erev Shabbos, before Shabbos. Let's see, you put this and this. Gila's channel. I didn't find my Intel. Where's my Intel channel? Support group. What happened to my Intel channel? Huh. I should be more systematic about sharing things on oh, here it is, on Telegram about all my videos. But yeah, the banks are going down soon. They're already going down. I also love Gila. Kathy, you and I have that in common, at least. Probably a lot of other things too. She's unbelievable. Oh, Gil, I just was about to cry anyway, and then you had to say that. Anyway, yeah. Hope my credit union is on board with the good guys. Gary, I can always count on you to lift me out. I was just about to launch into tears, but thank you. Yeah, Gila, thank you. I'm trying not to cry. So yeah, the banks, credit union, man. I think everything's going to be fine, man. At the end of the day, listen, we're going to have replicators. So if you want I want a medium rare. What's really something really desirable? I want a Greek salad made with organic lettuce. You'll just ask your replicator, and there it'll be. Or you say, I really feel like driving a Maserati flying car today. And just be okay. So put it into the replicator, man. Get your Maserati flying car, or your Mandalorian, and you can drive around at 88 miles per hour. Yeah, no, Gila's. I mean, our relationship is. I've never had a friend like Gila. Anyways, I'm going to try to stay busy so I don't cry. But this thing, you must watch this on my Intel channel. This is huge. This is from Susan W. No, it's Carolyn yesterday. Watch and listen. You will understand everything. She talks about the Matrix. She talks about the Terminator. She wrote both, and she said the Terminator is part of the Matrix. The Terminator is just the Matrix in the past, and the Matrix is more in the future. And that I think what we're saying, and like I got like a wisp of a feeling this morning that like I'm really from the future. Like I really came here to do a job. I mean, and as much as I want to get distracted and get married and have wild love affairs, I mean, that's my passion. It's like, God is like constantly reminding me, no, listen, man, you came here to do this and stop getting distracted. Not that I haven't been distracted. I've been, reluctantly following God's will and following my own haklata. Those of you, the haklata, Gila, and you are his. Yeah. So yeah, we belong to Hashem, and we have to do what he wants. And I want to. In my mind, I'm like, okay, man, now I've done enough. Now I can go off, into the sunset with some pretty girl and just enjoy myself. But I'm constantly being reminded by the Creator that I did say after my second marriage was going down. I said I'm I'm taking myself out of the romance business. I'm going to just like do, do good, try to do good things. And God holds my feet to the fire. It's like, okay, man, I'm like, okay, I think I've done enough now. It's time for me to go out and have a good time. And God's like, nah, the job's not done yet, man. You hold on there. So anyway, yeah, that's the way it is, man. Yeah, I like romance. I'm a romantic, man. I will, given any day, any hour, I would pick, having a romantic, anything, conversation, anything, a thought. But God wants me to get this job done. So, I think, we may be from the future. Who the heck knows where we're from in actuality, or if there even is an actuality. It's all consciousness. This is all consciousness looking at itself, right? Right, Gila? I mean, we're just like, it's God having an experience of being human, of being in 3D. The boomerang. How will NASDAQ fare going forward? Sedition doesn't pay, returns in the end. Okay, so that's really, it's the banks are going down. March Madness. Um, are we going to have a big week this week, March 10th? I think so. I mean, this was a big week. Now, everyone, Kathy was talking about how time is going fast and everything. This has been a very big week. A lot has gone down this week. We can't just like think like, okay, when is it going to happen already? It's happening. I mean, the things that are happening in Congress just blow my mind. The things that are happening on the stock market blow my mind. The little wisps that are coming out about Gilligan's Island, about the voting in Arizona. No, did I say that? About the selection process in certain states. All this, I mean, and more has happened this week. So let me just see. There's some new intel here. It says Yellen affirms inflation good. Oh, good. I'm glad she affirms it. Warns lawmakers on debt ceiling. U.S. Treasury Janet Yellen said Friday that bringing down inflation will remain the administration's top. I mean, Wall Street stocks tumble. Why? Bank of America and Citigroup have been the hardest hit after Fed Chairman Powell's testimony. Stocks stumbled on Wall Street Thursday and added on. Okay, but I'm not seeing that. Let me just check. I'm just going to check briefly let me just look at the Wall Street report. Yeah, it's going up a little bit today. Where am I? Oh, there we are. It's going up. It's going up a little bit, but okay. And it just came out a picture of Billy C. Billy. What do they call him? Slick Billy, and Rachel Chandler. That's hitting the news. This is the flood, guys. Gila, this is the flood. Drip, drip, flood, man. Um, Yeah, I'm not listen, I'm not the most likely guy to be like a religious dude, you know? Um, but I'll have to do for now, you know. Okay, the information is just pouring out. So we got a picture of Slick Billy with Rachel Chandler. Let me see. Let me see how old Rachel looks all of about, oh God, it's so sad. It's so sad. The great global awakening. They're calling it the great global awakening. She looks like she's like 15, man. I'm like, really? I mean, DYR, do your own water distilling, full, it tells you how to do water, okay? And the bank, run on the bank. People are running to the bank. I don't know. Yeah, I think Yellen, yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I think she should stick to bingo, really. Um, does he know? Yeah, and that's not me. I'm waiting to meet him. What flood? This is the flood, man. You don't see it? You don't see this, Dirk? I mean, there are people that, you get hit you in the face. This is the flood, man. The market's crashing. The Slick Willie's on the pictures are coming out with him with Chandler. Uh, the congressional hearings, they're taking down, they're confronting Twitter, they're confronting the medical situation. Everything is being is it's drip flood. It's flood of information. Thank you, Hadass Ariel. It's a flood of information. Um, so to those who want to know, make sure you don't miss anything, right? Everything is coming out. That's right, Mio. Everything is coming out. That's what the flood is. That's the flood. Okay. And the actual flood started anyway. It doesn't matter. The actual flood. I mean, the Patriots get their dates mixed up on the Jewish calendar, but the actual flood, I think, was in Cheshvan, which is more later in the year. It's not March, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so let's see. So yeah. So what else? Let's see what this is. Oh, there's a picture of V flicking the first domino, man. This is it. This is the first domino. That's a perfect metaphor for what's going on right now. This is, you know what? I'm going to change the title. I'm going to go back to it's a flood. Okay, I just changed the title. It's a flood, man. Maybe we'll get more peeps now. The judge trying to close the J. Yeah, no, he's not going to do it. They're releasing it on Wednesday. The whole kit and caboodle, 44,000 hours. Yes, I ask questions like I'm writing a book or an investigator. It's okay. This is getting exciting. Yes, it's getting exciting. Nothing can stop this. Right. We have a right to be optimistic. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Where is the Intel channel? It's my Intel channel is on Telegram. I have two Intel channels. One just says kabbalahguru, and one says kabbalahguru Intel chat, where you can put in your own things. But I put out this incredible tape of the woman who wrote the term. I mean, she must be from the future for sure, because she has it pegged, man. She describes it perfectly. Yeah, I couldn't really I couldn't ID with XRP line. It was a little bit he just I couldn't really I couldn't handle his. It just wasn't for me. I think he's probably really a good dude. House votes unanimously to pass a bill that required the Director of National Intelligence to declassify information on the origins of the sea. The bill now heads to Biden's desk. 419-0. They're going to declassify all the information about the medical situation. Yeah, it's a gigantic snowball rolling down this. Yeah, it's going to get nasty, right? But for us, it's going to be easy. Julie Green says Kamala will die, Biden out of office sick. Yeah, I don't get into those kind of details. I could care less what happened. First of all, Biden's not even around. I'm sure Kamala's not around. And did you know, by the way, that the lady of the night in one of my favorite books, Siddhartha, is named Kamala? That was Siddhartha had to spend a few years with her. See that? Even Siddhartha, man, the Buddha, had to spend a few years with the lady of the night and he had a child. And then he could move on and become the ferryman, sit by the river and listen to the patience pays. Yeah. You want to read that? So that you mean the storm is upon us? Yeah. I don't know what I said, Hadass Ariel, but yeah. Oh, you mean about Kamala? Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, it could have been my ex-wife's. Her name. I don't want to say her name. It was similar. It's going to be a good nest. Yes, indeed, man. All right, another bank in trouble, right? I want I want the info truth as much as possible. Okay, well, I'm working on it, man. Okay, so we got this just in House votes, yeah, on a bill that requires just in joint trilateral statement by China, Saudi Arabia, and Iran on the deal of Saudi-Iran ties and the opening of embassies. Quantum and Basel IV, compliant collapse. Okay, that's must be from Whip. Yeah, Whiplash. What's this? Swift is going into AIIB. Gold back. Swift is going to be destroyed. BRICS and XRP will lead the way. So all you XRP people can be happy. And then let me get the second one is now hiring. PolySign has raised 53 million in Series C group funding with participants. The company said Tuesday, okay, so PolySign is on the rise, and David Schwartz and Arthur Brito. Silicon Valley meets Wall Street. PolySign's unique crypto fintech team brings together luminaries in digital assets and technologies. Tim Keeney from Silicon Valley meets David Schwartz and Arthur Brito. So lots happening, guys, man. It's just a matter of time. We just got to hang out there a little longer. This post, I don't know. They say John the Baptist, Elijah, and St. George. I had no idea what that's about. All right. Anyway, let's go. Hello, everybody. Gene decode. Okay, so this looks like we already did this. Didn't we just do this? Kevin McCarthy vows to release all 44,000 hours of footage to the public on Wednesday. On Wednesday, okay, guys? I'm not into validating. I don't have to validate, John. You have to validate. That's for you, man. It's not for me to validate anything. You have to do your own research. I'm just posting ideas. I'm not saying anything. I'm an idea guy. So I don't know. What validation are you going to get in this world, that the Matrix is real or it's unreal. You're going to validate that for me? You're going to tell me that the IRS is real, that I really have to pay taxes? You're going to tell me that the traffic ticket I got 5 months ago, you're going to validate that that's real? And who says it's real? And in what reality is it real? I don't know. How do you validate? Yeah, I'm not an Intel channel. I do some Intel, but I'm really more about ideas. And I occasionally my ego gets involved in my presentations. Like for a little while, about 2 years ago, I started thinking I was a crypto channel, and that was a disaster. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, people kept asking me, and I'm just like, you know what? Forget about it, man. Forget about crypto. Everybody's got to do their own thing. I'm out. And it's the same with Intel, man. I mean, I bounce in and out because I like to look at the big picture, where the world is heading. And to be honest with you, the Intel to me is as much of a distraction as the Matrix. Because at the end of the day, the Intel is just about the process of getting to where we need to be. In actuality, we're talking about total revelation of the planet, where to the point that nothing of the past has any meaning whatsoever, and everything about the future and the now becomes real and important. And yeah, there are lots of Intel channels. I mean, I lost my stomach for even the Intel channels. I used to be fascinated, but it's okay. I'm not putting you down, man, because I went through it too. I went through years where my poor family I drove them crazy. I'm like rushing to the computer to get to, the latest 17 post and try to figure out what the heck is he saying. But I don't think it's God's laws versus man's law. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I saw something like that today, but I think this is a very interesting point that Kirk, that you bring this up because I mean you're right in essence. So somebody's saying natural laws versus man's laws, but I mean at the end of the day, when man returns to his holy state, it just I'm just saying that, like, for me anyway, and I think it's a brilliant point you're making. I'm not negating your point, but at the end of the day, God's laws and man's laws and natural laws are the same thing. Once we get rid of the matrix, once we're out of the matrix, we will see that it all makes sense. The whole satanic law that they have in the court system, I mean, it'll just be like it'll be laughable to us in a couple you will say, "Really?" Like our grandchildren will be like, you know, Tati, or they'll call me Zadie, "Are you serious? You really believe that stuff?" I was like, "Well, back in the day, we didn't really understand that everything that we knew was a lie. We believed it was the truth." And they're like, "Zadie, how could you be so blind? You didn't know that this was all a make-believe reality? You didn't know it?" So, in the future, when we sit down at Passover in the future, where all our grandchildren are gonna be wise, Alex, and they're gonna go like, "What gives, man? You tell me this story every year, but it's like, how could you guys be so dense?" You didn't see this? That they're gonna be on a totally different level, man. They're gonna be fruitful and multiply. They're gonna be creating. They're gonna be in joy, a state of creative joy, man. And they're just gonna look at us like, "Oh, do we have to do this again? We did this last year, Zadie. Come on, we talked about leaving Mitzrayim, leaving Egypt. It's getting old, man. Let's go do something. Let's go be fruitful and multiply. Let's create something. Let's go to the replicator, and let's make some popcorn." I mean, the replicator, man, the replicator. Think about it. This is a real thing. Anything you want. I mean, I use Amazon. I know people don't like Amazon, but I do it just because I'm too lazy to find other sources and I need things fast. Um, Amazon is my replicator. I mean, I needed yesterday I needed a squirt bottle because I don't like to iron my clothes. I like to just squirt them down. And when they dry good if you squirt them right. But I don't have a squirter here. I left home. My ex has the squirter, and so I ordered a squirter. But that's like a huge part of my life. If I don't have like shirts, I mean, people are complaining that I basically love these kind of shirts, but I'm really comfortable in them. But eventually I'll probably grow up to some extent and wear a button-down shirt once in a while. And I don't want to have to go to the cleaner every time. So I call the replicator, man. I call Google, and for $8, I'm getting two high-powered spray bottles sent to my building. Yeah, the science. Well, even worse than that, Mio, is that science has lied to us. The whole Darwinian theory is an out and out creation by a bunch of evil people to convince us that we can't figure out our own. We can't punch our way out of a paper bag. Shares in Credit Suisse tumbled to a record low. The intervention by the Securities and Exchange Commission is the latest blow to Swiss Credit's attempts to rebuild investor confidence. They're going down this time. There's nothing going to be to catch them. It's not going to be like 2008. Biden proposes largest military budget in U.S. history. And who's going to get to live off that budget is the White Hats, because Biden's not going to be around for much longer. As soon as they crash the economy, he'll be like, that part of the movie will be over. Credit Suisse on the rocks. Stalls financial report to SEC after Federal Reserve Powell. Powell's just an actor too, man. I'm sure they took out the real Powell. But anyway, the everything is coming out, man. This is the beginning of the flood, and it's just going to get more and more intense, and it's going to be It's not going to be the old days where a story about a shooting in some weird place is going to, like, be the story of the day. The story of the day is going to be like, there's a ton. Let's check out the tunnel system that was under Colorado today. Senator, did you know about what they were doing in those tunnels? That's where this is going. This is going to be a huge revelation for mankind and for the universe. Freedom forever. We're not proof people. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that proof is not proof. Reality is not reality. I mean, people can tell you all day, "Oh, this is true," and that's what they're doing with January 6th. Look at that. They're saying, "Oh no, you're messing with the truth." I'm like, whose truth is that? Well, that's not my truth. That's your truth. That's not truth. Truth is always true. Truth is not just true when you think it. I have to believe it too. I have to, and then you get into the thing. Well, is there ever really a truth? And there is a real truth, and that's God's laws. And God's laws and man's laws and natural law is coming together now, and pretty soon there's going to be no difference. So what you do to your brother is what you're doing to God, and everyone will be able to see it with their fleshy eyes. Everyone will hear it in their brain. God will be saying to them, "You really want to do that, Ellie? You really, is that really what you're about?" I'll be like, "Well, maybe not. Come on, God. Can I just have a little fun? And God's like, "No, I don't think so. You got stuff to do, man." I mean, so it's gonna be right in our face. It's gonna be obvious and beautiful, and we're gonna live in such harmony and also another thing. I'm ranting a bit. No, you should know from my own personal research. And this is just for me. I mean, it's really just for me. Be aware that nirvana is not such an easy deal either. Total bliss can really freak you out, man. I mean, I've tasted bits of it, and it's like it can be just as upsetting to the system as severe depression. You got to be, we have to be made ready for this ascension. We can't just like jump into the deep end and start swimming. I think so. That's why it's a slow reveal, and that's why they can't start talking about tunnels in Congress. In March, they'll be talking about that probably by May, I would think. I'm just saying. Yeah, but it's yeah, and it wasn't just the system. It's the whole reality is fake. Our history is fake. Our geography is. We don't really know. We don't know. We don't even. We have. I can't figure out. I mean, I don't know if the world is round or flat. I really don't know. I have no clue whatsoever. And somebody can say, "Well, it's for sure it's flat," and somebody can say, "For sure it's round," and I'm not going to believe either of them until I actually. I don't know what it's going to take. I'll have to go out in a satellite and take a look and go around and see, is it flatter? I'm just saying, like, nothing is even science. Yeah, can't prove a thing. You guys are getting the rain we had in Arkansas. Yeah, new heaven and new earth. Yeah, yeah, we're coming into a new quantum age. It'll be amazing. So anyway, okay. So let me fall on some more Intel stuff. Swiss Credit Union. Let me just check with the stock market. Oh, it's going into the red now. Okay. You guys got that? It just turned red. It's Friday. The banks are going down. I mean, and it's not going to be easy for everyone to deal with this. Fruit barcode starts with 9 organic. Interesting. The system was all corrupt. Yeah. Right. Science, I mean, they say, science, you have to be able to question. And they were saying during this medical experience, they were saying, "Oh, you can't question science." I'm like, why not? That's what science is all about, is questioning. well, you can't question our science. I'm like, really? That's I don't that doesn't sound like science to me. It sounds like something else. Yeah. Thanks, Gila, for saying that. Um, yeah. So anyway, just stay on the sunny side. There was a bluegrass song about staying on the sunny side. You got to wonder why the House, filled with deep state stooges, has unanimously voted to declassify the origins of this situation at this stage in the movie. Is it because the optics are too strong for them to reject it, or is there something more going on here? Why is it unanimous? That seems suspicious to me, to say the least. So, right. So that's a very good question. Why is it unanimous? Justin, House bill unanimously because they can't because the way this system is collapsing in on itself at this point they can't. I wonder how fast they're going to liberate. I see. For me, it's YouTube, man. I just can't wait for them to liberate YouTube because I want to get paid for what I do. I want to get paid for my videos. I don't want to. I you know I and I whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to complain. But anyway, so yeah, so things are happening, man. This is the flood. We're inside the flood. Interesting. They're saying the COVID kill date is election day +1 because it was all about the selection process. It was all about keeping us bank run. Okay, so we've Billy C. All right, let me just check in with let me check in with Kay Habenix. Maybe we'll check in with her for a second. If I can find her. No, Key Habenix. Let's see, where did she? Here it is. She's saying always +1. Track inside sales, divestitures. They know. Watch the sell-off liquidity events. That's March 9th. Bank runs. Yeah, this is all coming. Justin, yeah, she's got the same intel we do. This is from Wells Fargo. If you see incorrect balances or missing transactions, this may be due to a technical issue, and we apologize. Your accounts continue to be secure, and we're working quickly on the resolution. So cyber attacks are happening. Could be Friday. Fryday. Their direct deposits and scheduled paychecks were missing from their online banking on Friday. How about that, man? It's the end of the world as we know it, man. Just in bank panic, First Republic Bank shares crashed to record 37% at open. Let me just see. Let me look again to see how the market's doing. It's down 55, so it's moving in this it's moving south. Okay, I'm not keeping up. Is it? Oh, yeah, you guys did a lot of commenting since then. I'm sorry I missed it. Nechash, right? Nechash. Good. That's good, Chadwick. Nechash means snake. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're worried about what's going on, pencil. I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in gematria, especially Jewish gematria. I wouldn't use it to predict things, but it helps you understand things. I mean, like, for example, the name Elohim, God as he is in nature, has the same gematria as the word nature. Or what's another really good one that, anyway, yeah, I use Jewish gematria. Heard Fauci, the patent. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. Darwin did not start in the 1800s, started in the garden when the Nachash deceived Eve, right? Yeah, 100% Chadwick. Let's take one step at a time. Yeah, you could, but I don't want to limit myself either. I mean, I think, there's a lot, we shouldn't stop thinking about tomorrow either. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. NPC theory. Liberate YouTube. Yeah, that would be really nice, man. I mean, I'd like to see all my I don't know how many thousands of videos. They just disappeared from the internet one day. I came down. Did I come downstairs? I was here probably. Was I here? No, I think I was in Crown Heights. I know I was talking to Benet about starting a bigger account with those guys. And I got the news right when I was talking to Benet in Nepal, and I was about to reinvest all my money into the company, into the videos, and I did it anyway, even though at that moment I saw that my YouTube channel was gone. It's getting frustrating, yeah. What's frustrating, Vicky? The Earth turns, but we don't feel it move. Yeah. What do you mean, Vicky? Lonnie, exactly. Hold on, we'll be thrown about, but we will survive. Yeah, it's going to be. It's a weird book. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be here better than before. 100% Hasdas, Ariel. Just we're coming into the great age. We just have to go through a couple of ripply, stormy times. Just like out here, man. You get a big. What happened? Connected to FaceTime. Wait a minute. Wait. I know. Okay. Connect. Yes. Studio. Let's go back to the studio. Okay. Wait a minute. How do I do this? Okay. Let's try. Okay. Let me go here. Let me go to, you guys hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. I'm just going to, my camera overheated probably. Let me just see, how do I do this? Here we go. I go here and I go here. So calm, man. Okay, pick out. Unless this can be replugged. Well, for some reason it won't let me change cameras. Let me try one other thing. BS, and then go back to FaceTime. Why won't it let me do this? Video, Scarlett. Okay, so for whatever reason, you can hear me, but you can't see me. But we're at 12 o'clock anyway, so let's quit while we're ahead. It could be the internet, it could be me, could be my camera. But I love you guys, and don't stop thinking about tomorrow, man. It'll soon be here better than before. Yeah. So, and you should know that whatever happens, I will be broadcasting at the regular times. If I'm not on this channel, I'll be on I'll be on Rumble and all the other channels until I get another YouTube. But I don't think that's what's going down here. At least I hope not. But yeah, it's all for good. Everything is going good. We're coming into Shabbos. Everybody should have a great Shabbos. Those who celebrate Shabbos and those who don't should have a great weekend. And just know that it's happening. We're in the flood. This is what we've been waiting for. All the information is coming forth, and the bad guys are going down. The good guys are coming up. Humanity will be restored to its former glory, and I believe even more so. So God bless you. I love you all. And God willing, we'll talk to you Saturday night. Bye.